Hello, friends. This is James of the James TV. Thank you for stopping by and you're welcome. So, in today's video, we're going to be gisting and baking, okay? So, I want to make some banana bread. Even though some people say it's banana cake, I don't know, is it cake or bread? I don't know, but I mean, it's made with flour. So, let me know if you think it's cake or bread. Not sure, but yeah, I'm about to make banana something. Okay, so I'll try my best to show you every ingredient I'm using just so you follow and probably replicate the recipe. And if you do, let me know in the comment section. This is something new I'm trying. Let me know if you'd rather sat down and just talk, just look at my face and talk, or you'd rather I'm doing something and talking at the same time. I remember back in Ghana, I made a few videos where I was eating and talking. I liked it. Some people actually liked it as well. So let me know if you prefer eating or cooking. I don't know. Let me just know what your thoughts are. So you can use normal regular ripe bananas, but you can use ones that have almost gone bad. So these have been in the fridge. They are not bad yet, but they are not something I can just eat like that. So I rather bake them. There are some things there are some things I've had to change my mentality on since moving to the US, and I'll talk about them in a bit. And there are also some things I've learned since moving to the US. In case you're following me for the first time, hi, my name is Jumoke. I am a Nigerian and I just recently moved to the US. We have eggs, two eggs. So there are some things I've learned. Please don't do this at home. Actually, it's better to break it somewhere before breaking it into the bowl because sometimes you might get bad eggs. I'm sorry if you're hearing the background noise. They're mowing the lawn, so I'm just mixing the banana and the eggs. So number one of some of the things I've had to change my mentality on is the fact that it's from abroad. Is I'm African, so anything I'm talking about will be in reference to the Western world. I'm Nigerian, to be precise. I'm not Africa is not a country; it's a continent. In case you don't know, because actually some people don't know. So I'm Nigerian. Nigeria is a country in Africa, in West Africa. So the fact that something is from the Western world does not mean it is the best. I didn't say it is not the best. I said it doesn't necessarily mean. Then let me put the word necessary. So disclaimer, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the best. Because back home, I used to have this mentality that, and I'm not going to, come in here and pretend. I used to have this mentality that once it's from abroad, it has to be the best quality. Yes, granted, they pay. This is flour. I'm using all-purpose flour for this. So 2 cups of flour. This might not be. Don't measure like this, please. I'm just. This will not be up to 2 cups. So this is a measuring cup. This is one. Okay. I just want to refill it. So the fact that it's from abroad doesn't necessarily mean it's the best. They pay attention to details. You get some of the best things from here. I don't mean America, but abroad. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's the best. It's better than ours. I've seen people who, if the pasta is not imported, they won't eat it. If the milk is not imported, they won't eat it. If this is not imported, they won't eat it. Haba, haba, haba. It's not that. This is the flour I'm using. It's the same flour from this one, so it's all-purpose flour, unbleached, by the way. So the fact that it's here doesn't necessarily mean that it's the best. Okay? Do you anyway, do you, but that is something I've had to change my mentality on. I was one of those that, oh, if certain things are not imported, I won't use them. If my these are not, if it's not imported, I won't use it. If it's not this, I won't use it. Yeah, I used to be like that. But now that I live here, I've seen that, is it really necessary? Although there are some things we won't compromise on, we still want to get the best quality, definitely. But let's not always have that at the back of our mind that it has to be from abroad. Okay. Second cup. So 2 cups of flour. Then the second one, which I think I mentioned in one of the interviews I did here when I got here with one of my guests, is that no one tries to outshine anyone here, at least from what I've seen. No one tries to, feel like, oh, I'm bigger than you, I drive a better car than you. Like, even the richest man is wearing shorts, even the richest man is in slippers, the richest man is not using the latest iPhone 15, they are not really up to date, to be honest, some of them. So, yeah, it's not really that deep. Nobody really cares. Then another key thing is that this is baking powder. I don't usually like using baking soda. It gives a very bitter taste. So I'd rather just use. So I'm just using two teaspoons. Is there? It's marked there. 2 teaspoons. So over here, you have basically everything you need. If you get what I'm saying, if you're back home, you understand what I mean by this. You have everything you need, and it is very easy to lose focus because everything you need is available here. Let me give you a classic example. This is cinnamon. I'm going in with 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. So back home, I remember when I was in the university, I used to actually pray, God, please let them bring the light to let them bring light, because I need to charge my laptop, I need to charge my phone, I have assignments, I need to study. My rechargeable lamps I'm using to have died, so I need, or have gone off, so I need power supply. So you're actively praying about it. Oh Lord, what again do we usually pray for? Yes, that's one particular area we pray about a lot back home, at least for students, right? Let them bring light because we have things to do and all of that. But over here, and of course, you pray, God take me safely, bring me back safely. Normal prayers that everyone should pray for, because the fact that the road is good doesn't mean that one can't, have accident. Things can go wrong. Things can actually go wrong. So it's just the Lord who protects us. So these are things we pray about. Um, this is coconut sugar. I just started using coconut sugar. This is how it looks. It's brown, but 1 cup of coconut sugar. So, we pray about things like that. So over here, now I was talking about, it's easy to lose focus. It's very easy to not be conscious of certain things, not be aware. Over here, there's no need to pray for for them to bring the lights, because there's always light. Even when there's a huge thunderstorm, there's rain, there's always light. So it's very easy to lose focus here. I promise you, it's very, very easy. So you have to be very mindful. Like they'll say, where I come from, Nigeria, remember the child of whom you are. In this case, yes, you remember you have parents back home, or even parents that are here too, but you have the child of whom you are. You're God's child, so you cannot afford to just live anyhow. So I'll just mix. Smells good. I'm using milk. This is regular milk. I'm using 1 cup of that. Let me just put it in the ingredients. The next obvious one is this one affects everyone. Things are expensive here. I'm not going to mash it completely because I still want a little bit of chunks of banana. Yeah. So the fact that it's from here doesn't mean it's not expensive. Things are generally expensive in the world now. So we need to be mindful Although I mean it's easily accessible here, but it doesn't mean that it is less expensive. It is still expensive. But I mean if you convert it, that's when it becomes very expensive. So I'm going to add butter. I'm going to add butter. So I melted some butter, unsalted butter. So just add it and mix. It's not exactly as rosy as we think. So yeah, let's remember that. Then you guys, you see those skills that you learned when you were back home. Oh, you learned how to repair a car, you were a mechanic, you were a seamstress, you were a hairdresser, you had a skill. I'm talking to those who are still back home thinking of coming here. Go and brush it up in case you forgot to. Your sewing machine is probably rusty or something. Your skills are almost non-existent. Please go and find them. I beg you. Go and find them. I'm going to be adding a twist to it. I'm adding some Greek yogurt. Yeah, I heard it's a lot fluffier when you do this, but I don't know. My first time adding Greek yogurt, so yogurt is almost finished. So just put all those skills. Please go and brush them up. Or if you are yet to get one, please get one. Right now, I made this hair I have on. I made it myself. You can also do it. Oh, okay. I think I see what the yogurt is doing. I think I see it. So I'm using the leftover butter to grease the pan. Yeah, so your skills will come in very handy. They will come in very handy. Should I? Okay, let me grease the whole pan. Usually I line it with I just grease these sides and align it with a parchment paper, but today I haven't used the plain pan in a while, so let me do just that. It's nice to have a skill. I remember back then I used to say, oh, go and learn a skill, go and do this one, go and do that one. Yeah, so please prioritize it now if you're coming. You know how to barb your hair. I know someone who barbs his hair himself. Do you know how much it is to barb hair? I'll be putting the equivalent on the screen so you can know how expensive these things are. Capish? The last one is, you see, it's like once someone is abroad, we feel like the person has come into automatic money. That's not the case, ladies and gentlemen. That is not the case. That is not how it is. The fact that, in fact, sometimes you people don't know that those in Africa are sometimes richer and more comfortable than abroad people. Because abroad life is not for the weak. Abroad life is very demanding. The way it works, take all your time. You're working, you're on your feet, depending on what you're doing, or you're in the office. You're working 24/7. They don't give you a break. If at all, they'll give you leave, probably 2 weeks or whatever. That's why you see some people don't come home, not because they don't want to come, the money to come, but then there's no allowance, there's no time. And even if there's time, there's so much to do with the tickets money. Now instead of coming home, you rather use that money for something else. But I mean, to each his own. Everyone has their story and their reasons for not going home. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying? But I just want to sound this out, so my people back home, the fact that somebody is abroad does not mean, yes, more opportunities, just a whole lot of things, but it doesn't mean, you know, the person is better than you. Now, I think I saw what the yogurt did is becoming, it's a bit fluffier, softer, and, you know, it's a bit nicer. So this is unsweetened chocolate. So it's baking squares. It's for baking. So I'm just going to put a little bit. So guys, that's about it for my TED talk today. Just thought you guys should be aware. So you guys, did you enjoy this kind of video? This is just a short prayer for you all, diasporans and those of us back home. That the hand of the Lord will continue to rest upon you. He will be your peace. He will be your keeper, your shield. He will be your provider. He will be your counsel, because we need counsel in these times, in these end times that we are in, because we're in the end times, in case you're not aware. Yeah, we are. So, Master will come soon. We don't know when, but we're just supposed to get prepared. Yeah. Just keep it in the oven for baking for 45 to about 1 hour. If you want to know how done it is, just insert a toothpick in the middle or anywhere. And if it comes out relatively clean, then it's done. But if it still has a bit of moisture, looking like this thing has not cooked properly, then it's not done. Just use your instinct. All right, guys. And thank you for baking with me. I'll show you the end result in 45 minutes.